Have you ever felt like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders? Like no matter what you do, happiness and peace seem just out of reach? You're not alone. Suffering is a universal experience that touches us all, leaving us feeling trapped and helpless. But what if I told you that the key to ending your suffering has been right in front of you all along? Hidden within the ancient wisdom of Chinese ancestors lies a simple yet powerful solution that can transform your life. Keep watching to discover the easiest way to find the peace and happiness you've been searching for. Suffering is a part of the human condition. It's something we all experience, whether it's through physical pain, emotional turmoil, or mental anguish. When we're caught in the cycle of suffering, it can feel like there's no way out. We might try to numb the pain with distractions or temporary pleasures, but these are just band-aid solutions that don't address the root of the problem. If we don't find a way to break free from this cycle, we risk being trapped in a never-ending loop of pain and discontent. But what if there was a way to end suffering once and for all? For thousands of years, Chinese culture has been steeped in a rich tradition of spiritual and philosophical wisdom. From the teachings of Confucius to the insights of Taoist sages, Chinese ancestors have passed down a treasure trove of knowledge designed to help us navigate the challenges of life. At the heart of this wisdom lies a simple yet profound truth. The root of suffering is attachment. Attachment is the feeling that we need something or someone to be happy. It's the belief that our well-being depends on external factors beyond our control. When we're attached to something, we cling to it desperately, terrified of losing it. And when things don't go the way we want them to, we suffer. We might be attached to a person, a job, a possession, or even an idea of how we think our lives should be. But the tighter we hold on, the more we struggle. Chinese ancestral knowledge teaches us that attachment is the root of all suffering. It's like trying to grasp water in our hands. The harder we squeeze, the more it slips away. The solution, then, is to let go, to release our grip on the things we think we need and embrace the flow of life. This doesn't mean we stop caring or striving for what we want. It simply means we stop basing our happiness on outcomes we can't control. Non-attachment is the antidote to suffering. It's the art of accepting things as they are, rather than how we want them to be. When we practice non-attachment, we find freedom from the tyranny of our desires. We stop placing our happiness in the hands of external circumstances and start finding peace within ourselves. This doesn't happen overnight. It takes practice and patience. But with time, we can learn to let go of our attachments and embrace the beauty of the present moment. One of the most powerful tools for cultivating non-attachment is mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of bringing our attention to the present moment without judgment. When we're mindful, we observe our thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. We learn to watch our attachments arise and fall away, like waves on the ocean. Through mindfulness, we start to see that our thoughts and emotions are just passing phenomena. They don't define us. We find a sense of inner peace that's independent of our circumstances. Another key aspect of non-attachment is acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation or passivity. It means acknowledging reality as it is, rather than fighting against it. When we accept what we can't change, we stop wasting energy on useless struggle. We start working with life rather than against it. This doesn't mean we stop trying to make positive changes or pursue our goals. It simply means we do so from a place of inner peace rather than desperate striving. When we start practicing non-attachment, something amazing happens. We find a sense of freedom and lightness that we never knew was possible. The weight of the world falls from our shoulders, and we start to experience life in a whole new way. Suddenly, the things that used to bother us don't seem so important anymore. We stop taking things personally and start seeing the bigger picture. We find joy in the simple things, like a beautiful sunset or a kind word from a friend. As we let go of our attachments, we also start to experience more love and connection in our lives. When we're not so focused on what we want or need, we have more space to appreciate the people around us. We start to see others as they truly are, rather than as objects to fulfill our desires. We develop a sense of compassion and understanding that allows us to relate to others in a deeper, more authentic way. The journey of non-attachment is a lifelong one. It's not always easy, and there will be times when we stumble and fall back into old patterns of clinging and suffering. But with practice and patience, we can learn to let go more and more. We can start to live our lives from a place of inner peace and freedom, no matter what challenges come our way. So how can we start incorporating the wisdom of Chinese ancestors into our daily lives? The first step is to become aware of our attachments. Start noticing the things you cling to, the beliefs you hold on to, the expectations you place on yourself and others. When you catch yourself getting caught up in attachment, take a deep breath and remind yourself to let go. One simple practice you can try is mindfulness meditation. Find a quiet place to sit and focus on your breath. When thoughts and feelings arise, simply observe them without getting caught up in them. Over time, this practice will help you develop a sense of inner spaciousness and calm. Another way to cultivate non-attachment is through gratitude. When we focus on what we're grateful for, rather than what we lack, we start to see the abundance in our lives. Keep a gratitude journal and write down 3 things you're thankful for each day. This simple practice can shift your whole perspective and help you let go of the need for more. Finally, try to approach life with a sense of openness and curiosity. Instead of clinging to your ideas of how things should be, embrace the unknown. Be willing to try new things, to take risks, to let go of control. When you live life with an open heart and mind, you'll find that suffering starts to lose its grip on you. The wisdom of Chinese ancestors offers us a powerful invitation, the invitation to end our suffering and find true happiness. By letting go of our attachments and embracing the present moment, we can discover a sense of peace and freedom that we never knew was possible. We can start to live our lives with more love, joy, and connection. If you're ready to take the first step on this journey, know that you're not alone. Countless others have walked this path before you, and their wisdom is here to guide you. The key is to start small, to be patient with yourself, and to trust in the process. With time and practice, you'll start to see the transformative power of non-attachment in your own life. So take a deep breath, let go of what you think you need, and embrace the beauty of the present moment. The path to ending suffering is right in front of you. All you have to do is take the first step.